What is the theme or themes of your life? I believe each of us has a theme or themes in our life that needs to be noticed. We often don't see or recognize our themes simply because we aren't listening and don't see the clues around us trying to get our attention. Recognizing your life theme is often subtle, but every once in a while, your theme may slap you upside the head to get your attention as a way to guide you to become who you are to become and do what you are supposed to do with your life. Much like a movie or a play on stage or Broadway, we all have a character that we play, and our character represents our authentic self. It represents our life role and the truth of ourselves. I will give examples of life themes in just a second and will share my theme with you. But first, I want you to answer these two important questions as best as you can. What are the common experiences and situations in your life that often repeat? And what experiences do you have that seem to share and support an overarching thought or idea that seem to validate a course of action for your life? Here is my definition of a life theme. Life themes are often repeatable, recognizable experiences communicating to you who you really are and what you are to do in your life. A life theme is the idea and motivation that drives you throughout your life. It is the answer that you are always searching for. The answer to the question of, why am I here? In a nutshell, it is your search for the meaning of life. For me, recognizing my life theme came from a strong desire to know. I am inquisitive by nature and was enamored with finding an answer. I was seeking it out. And if you're like me, you seek to know the desire and meaning of your life, and you inquire about it and put significant time researching to find the answers. Knowing your life theme can provide you with significant insight as to why you react the way you do to certain situations or even particular things. Once you know what your life theme is, it's much easier to actually work on attaining your goal and do the work you love to do and were meant to do. Finding and recognizing your life theme is like you finding a hidden treasure. Your life theme guards you from pursuing activities and putting resources into areas that go contrary to what truly satisfies your soul and supports your efforts. Your life theme also guides you to seek opportunities and moves you into the areas that support your theme and truly satisfies your soul. I'm a lover of books and movies. I read about 20 books a year and watch countless movies a year. Let's use books and movies as our examples of how finding your life theme works. Fiction books and movies are great to use as examples. As you read your book, you will want to identify the moral or theme of the story. What was the hero character, also known as the main character, trying to figure out? What is the problem that he or she is having? What are they trying to solve? Were they trying to figure out their purpose, how to do something, how to overcome their fears or live with courage? Let's take the movie Lion King, for example. If you don't recall the movie Lion King, I encourage you to rent it or purchase it. I personally purchased it because it's one of my all-time favorite animated movies. Simba, the son, didn't know who he really was. He was afraid of stepping into his father's footsteps as king because he was fearful of the past, intimidated of the responsibilities of kingship, and didn't have the courage to face his own demons and internal fears in order to be a great king. The movie, time and time again, through Nala the lioness, Rafiki the baboon, Timon the meerkat, Pumbaa the warthog, and Zazu the hornbill tried to show Simba that he was the rightful ruler of the kingdom. In this example, Simba received many clues of his destiny throughout his childhood and was guided accordingly to listen to friends, voices, and experiences guiding him to step into his rightfully owned purpose. Now, what about your life? Have you been trying to figure out who you are consciously or unconsciously? Are you beginning to listen and see the patterns of your life trying to guide you to your destiny? It's important for you to know that your life theme can potentially shift over time as your experiences and perspectives on life change. The overarching theme, however, should stay the same. My experience as a young adult man or kid, so to speak, in my early 20s, I've always prayed and asked God, why am I here? What is my purpose in the role I am to play in this massive planet called Earth? Through time, God began to reveal to me through various life experiences who I really am. And these experiences are the foundation of who I am today and what I do today. My overall life themes are leadership, communications, and coaching. What am I always trying to achieve? A lesson learned in order to create a successful and life-changing result in my life and in the life of others. Leadership and coaching go hand in hand to me. Communication is the vehicle that I use. I was able to recognize my life theme by observing through time what I do, how I do it, people's response to me, and how I tend to react to people and situations. For example, if I'm reading a book, I tend to highlight or underline areas that really resonate with me. Highlighting or underlining is my way to pinpoint what I need to review again so I can apply it to my life and in turn to help others apply it to their lives. I've also recognized that I seem to always take a leadership approach to a situation and look at life through coachable opportunities and moments. I then ask myself, how can I best express myself and what I've learned using various forms of communication? That could be through speaking, through teaching, developing online courses, web design, and graphic design. Often when I speak from an angle of how to, improvement, and problem solving. Finding your life theme is different than finding your purpose. A life theme is overarching. A purpose can be and is often specific. However, occasionally they can share similar expressions. For my case, the expressions are very similar. What about you? Have you recognized your life theme?